Hello, everybody. Welcome to Catching Tales. I'm Hezru.
And I am Lunmie.
Hi, Lunmie.
Hello.
How's it going?
It is good.
It is good.
All is good.
All is good. So today, I thought we could talk about childhood shows. Kind of
Oh,
going down memory lane a little bit.
okie doke.
Yeah. So I guess what is well, first, do you watch a lot of shows when you were a kid? Did you watch a lot of shows?
Yeah, it's funny. When I think about it, I definitely watched a lot. I feel like I possibly watched more shows than I do now.
Hmm. Interesting. I
But
mean,
then again, I guess I don't watch a lot of shows nowadays, so I don't know.
yeah, I was gonna say I know you don't watch a lot now,
Yeah,
but you watched a lot as a kid. You think?
I think so. My impression, if I think back on my memories, a lot of times it was like, come home from school, eat after school snack, and like watch TV maybe, or like do homework first and then like watch TV.
Hmm.
And yeah,
Interesting. So I think I watched a lot too, but I still watch a lot today. So I feel like I've just always watched a lot of stuff.
always been couch potato.
Have I always been couch potato? The couch potato is within me.
Small couch potato, now you large couch potato.
I, I become large potato. So what is? I guess what is the? If you're just thinking back now, what is like the first show you can think of, or you can remember that you watched as a kid?
First show that comes to mind, or like the first show I ever watched?
First,
Because I
first,
don't.
first show that comes to mind, because yeah,
There's a lot going through my head right now.
okay.
Do I just list them all?
I guess chronologically, or try to make it chronological. Like, what was the first that you can remember or think of?
God, it's all jumbled. Well, okay, definitely like Dragon Ball Z.
That's the first that you remember?
Well, I watched Dragon Ball Z for a big part of my life. Like even just like rewatching it because it was rerun so many times.
What?
That's the first thing that comes to mind. But yeah, there's a bunch of other things.
Oh, okay.
There's like, I don't know, Tom and Jerry.
Whoa, classic.
Yeah. I don't know, Arthur. Because
Arthur, which now I just associate it with the clenched fists meme.
all the memes. Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter.
Ed, and Eddie.
Oh, I remember you
Um,
watching that.
God, it's so funny. I was such an edgy kid. I was always like, no, I watch action, cool shows like Dragon Ball Z. Ed, and Eddie, that's just a bunch of stupid guys. That's dumb. But I watched it all the time.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember. I don't think I actually watched Ed, and Eddie, but I remember like seeing you watch it, and I was just like, I don't, I don't get it.
I feel like, oh man, maybe we should watch some like childhood cartoons now because I feel
Yeah.
like as adults you kind of just have a different perspective.
I just remember the one dude in I don't know which Ed it was, Ed and Eddie. That was always like butter toast.
The dumb one.
That's the dumb one. Which one's the dumb one?
I don't remember. The one in the green, I think.
Yeah,
Tallest one. Yeah.
I just remember that. That's literally all I remember for that show, and just them
Such a
being like
random thing.
stupid.
But like I think looking back on it, it's just such a simple show. You just watch it, you just enjoy it. It's
Yeah.
really basic, simple humor.
So something I noticed while you're listing off all these shows
Mm.
is a lot of it is Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, a lot of them are Cartoon Network, but um, yeah, I guess that's related. Like the different networks that we watch these shows on.
Hmm.
A large part is Cartoon Network, by extension, like Toonami.
Yeah.
Um, But I was watching a lot of like PBS Kids also.
Yeah.
It was funny. I can feel like PBS Kids is like for much younger kids,
Hmm.
right? And then Cartoon Network is a little bit older. At some point though, I was still watching PBS Kids even though I was older because I don't know.
Well, okay.
I just liked it. It's
Let's
simple.
let's start with the all right. So there's a lot to unpack there. Let's start with the like the PBS, the like educational little toddler kid shows.
Supposedly educational. I learned jack shit from that.
Okay, well, I don't know. I
What
thought
did
they were
I learn?
educational. So here's my like really when I was really
Like
young
the
and
stuff you learned from
educational.
like Teletubbies.
Okay, hold on. Now
Fairy
tell
baby son.
hold on. Now tell wait, was Teletubbies a thing when you were like a baby or a toddler or whatever?
Yeah, I mean it was probably like a rerun
Because
a million
it wasn't for me. That was
Oh,
a
okay, never mind.
because Teletubbies was an abomination that came out like after I was already like I don't know. I was no longer watching those kind of types of shows when it came out.
Oh, okay.
So when I saw Teletubbies, I was just like, is this what kids watch? Babies watch? Or like toddlers?
Man, it's so weird. Yeah, Teletubbies definitely seems like for sure like a toddler show. Like there's like a little like 5-year-old, 6-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Teletubbies definitely is like a toddler show, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck ever happened in that show. I
Well,
I don't know.
so
I'm trying to think back on it. I'm just like I don't know
I'm,
anything
I
that's
just
happened in
I
that.
just remember seeing it on TV and thinking like I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, same. But then I also still watched it anyways. I
they
don't know. I
they
guess
did
I'm really
that. They
bad
had
about it.
that weird goop they would eat, and they don't.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't feel like it's conducive to like toddlers learning to speak because they don't talk. They like just
Yeah,
make
they
weird
don't.
sounds.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It is such a weird. God, I really like go back and look at some of these shows now. I'm so curious
So you
to
know
see what my impression is now.
So you know what I watched is a classic. Sorry, a classic, which is Sesame Street.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't watch a lot of Sesame Street, but I watched enough that I remember some of
Uh,
it.
Sesame Street was big when I was like a little kid,
Hmm.
and then
I always like the Elmo segment the most. I think I don't know why.
really I like
Yeah.
Bert. I like Bert and Ernie
Oh. Oh, I see. I see.
because they were like best buds, you know. And I was just like, this is so funny.
What? Best buds. Ah, friends. How funny.
How funny! What's it like to have friends? No, I like it was just because they would kind of have banter, so it was kind of fun, right? Because Elmo was like usually Elmo was a solo act.
Yeah.
And it was like more it was more fun for me watching as a kid when it was like multiple characters.
Hmm.
Like there was that, and then there was
So there was a lot of puppet show kind of things.
like Puzzle Place. You remember that?
Oh my God. I'm all of a sudden hearing the song in my head.
Yeah, it was
But
like the Puzzle Place.
wait, but
I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember anything. Like I'm just hearing the
I don't know.
sound.
Oh,
What was that? I'm just hearing a song, but I don't what was it about?
oh, they were like I don't know. They were like
Was it also puppets?
yeah, they were puppets, but they were like a bunch of kids, but they were like different ethnicities.
Oh, I think I remember now. Yeah.
Uh,
What the fuck? I don't know if I ever watched it or if I just like heard you singing a song or something.
I might have been randomly singing a song. There was also like a rat character that like talked to them all the time. I think
My
if,
God,
if I'm not getting my
these,
shows crossed,
if you think about these shows, they're really kind of weird.
they are.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a lot of those like puppet kind of shows. There was like oh, what was that one with the bear? Is it called the? Oh man, I can't remember what it's
I
called.
don't know. You know what's interesting? So you watched a lot more puppet kind of kid shows than I did.
Yeah,
The
I
only
think
one I
so.
ever really watched was like Sesame Street. I think a lot of um the stuff I watched was it just 2D animation
Animated.
basically.
Did you
Yeah.
watch Caillou? Was that your?
Yeah, I did. I did watch Caillou
Okay.
like quite a bit actually. like enough that I definitely remember stuff from it.
See, I didn't watch Caillou, but I was aware of it.
It's
I
funny
was
we
older
mentioned
by then.
Caillou. Yeah. Did you know apparently Caillou got canceled? Like the show finally got
Oh,
canceled
I,
after.
re-
Did you see news about that?
I heard something about. I didn't really follow it.
It was more memey than anything. I think it was more like after so many years the show was finally canceled and like everyone's like, yeah, I'm not gonna miss it. Or something like that. I don't know. For
Oh,
some reason it was trending on Twitter. I don't know why. Random shit trends
interesting.
on Twitter.
Huh. There was that. Did you hold on? There's just shows popping in my head now. Um,
See, it's like it's weird. It's like magic. It's like whoa!
well,
All of a sudden, I'm accessing a hidden vault in my
well,
memory.
there were some shows that were like that I watched as a kid, and then because I'm older than you, there were some shows that I saw like just from you watching it, but I wasn't really watching it.
And then there's some shows that are definitely older that got like rerun constantly later
Yeah.
on, right?
Uh,
Like Bugs Bunny,
oh yeah,
kind of. Yeah,
Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry,
and like Flintstones.
Flintstones, Scooby Doo, it's the
Oh
old stuff
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Um, the Jetsons, actually. Not a lot of people know about that nowadays, but
I
they're
probably didn't.
they're like the Flintstones, but future instead of past.
Ah, yeah. I watched a little bit of it.
um, I was gonna say one of my favorite shows actually as a kid was the Magic School Bus.
Oh yeah, I liked Magic School. You know what? That was one of the few like actual educational shows, I think.
You know, I actually feel like I could watch Magic School Bus now.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like it was so jam packed with information, like
Yeah,
real
some of that
information.
stuff, yeah, some of that stuff actually like stayed with me. Like there was one episode where I think a student was sick or something, and they went through their whole immune system. They like shrunk into like the size of like cells or something, and
Yeah,
like that's the stuff in that episode. I think it stuck with me. Like I remembered some of it.
yeah.
Funny enough.
I love that show. It was so fascinating.
Hmm.
Like, because they take like real world scenarios and like really dive into the science, but explain it in a way that like kids can understand.
Yeah, good show.
It's fantastic.
Unlike so many other random ass shows you watched.
I would have dreams about like my field trips turning into Magic School Bus field trips.
Oh, that's so cool.
I was like, man, I wish my field trips were like that.
Yeah. What other shows did you watch?
Power Rangers.
No. Oh, that is that like getting into like a little bit older?
Well, I was probably like 5 or something
Oh,
when I
okay.
watched Power Rangers.
I see.
I was so
Man,
into that.
I totally missed Power Rangers.
I remember I specifically remember one time missing an episode because this is this is back in the day before streaming services and like it was on TV. So if you missed the episode, you
Well,
missed it
yeah.
unless you like recorded it or something.
God, it's
Um
weird thinking about how many people there are now that have grown up without cable TV.
yeah. So I missed an episode of Power Rangers and I remember I was so like mad and sad at the same time and I like started crying
Oh
and our,
my God,
and then our mom got mad at me for crying for missing a TV show.
that's pretty funny.
But yeah, I was really into Power Rangers. I even dressed up as a Power Ranger for Halloween as a kid.
I mean, it's pretty cool. 'Cause Power Rangers is still like ongoing, right? Like there's so many.
Oh yeah.
There's always been Power Rangers. There's always been a thing, and it's always
I mean, I don't really watch it now, but I know it's still like going on.
and it's changed over the years, which I think is pretty cool. I've never really followed with it, but the concept or the whole I don't know the hype around it, I think is cool.
Yeah. It's definitely like its own sort of genre that originated
Mhm.
from Japan.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. But yeah, I guess that starts getting into like slightly older shows. I don't know if you can think of any other young kids slash taller shows.
Yeah. Well, okay. So we list. What did I list off? There's like IU, Arthur. I'm thinking of all the
Yeah,
stuff that was on like
Arthur.
PBS Kids. I watch a lot of Dragon Tales,
Oh,
so I guess I always liked fantasy. I don't know.
I remember you watching that. I never really watched
Really
it,
nice about it. Yeah.
but I
I
do
don't
remember
know.
you watching it.
I liked dragons.
It's
Wait a
a
second.
cool concept. I don't,
Yeah. I hold on. I
what?
want to look up something real quick
Yeah.
because Dragon Tales specifically. I don't know if I'm crazy. Anyways, what other shows I watch on? Let me think about this one.
There
Looking
was
it up.
also wasn't there a show about like cats, some cats or something?
Oh, yeah, the Chinese cats.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember
What
that.
was
I
that
think
called?
the cat Sagwa or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. That was cute.
So did you watch that? Was that your
Yeah, I definitely
childhood?
watched
Okay.
that. I didn't watch a lot of it, but it's hilarious. I'm looking at the pictures of Dragon Tales. I don't know if I'm crazy, but the kids look a little bit Asian.
What?
Like vaguely, maybe. I don't know. I wonder if that's what kind of drew me to it subconsciously.
What? I'm gonna look this up. Oh, they
Oh,
do, kind of.
right? I
What?
don't know if that's intentional or if it's just supposed to be
Are
vague.
they
But...
Asian? Are they Hispanic?
Oh, I have no idea.
Or are they? They're definitely like some kind of.
Not white.
I was trying to think what's the proper way to say this.
uh,
Huh?
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I like Dragon Tales. I guess I like dragons in general. Yeah,
Nice.
Sagwa was fun. I like the cats. What else was there? You remember? Did you watch a lot of Blue Clues at all?
No, I didn't.
I didn't watch it that much either, but for some reason, I like the few episodes I watched stuck with me. I don't know why.
The
Probably because it was just weird.
I think I was a little. Yeah, I think I was a little older by then. Um,
There was a period of shows that was
they had like
like a real person, but
yeah.
then interacting with like animation,
Oh yeah.
and it's just I don't know, it was weird.
Well, I think that's a carryover from all the puppet shows because like on Sesame Street they would have real people interact with like Elmo and whatever, right? And they would have guests on the show.
Yeah,
And then I feel like they tried to do that with like animation, but Blue's Clues was weird to me because I mean I was definitely older, so maybe by then it was weird to me, but like I always thought the pacing was really weird. Like they always had really like long pauses and like just weird like moments of silence.
funny thing. Now I'm suddenly thinking of Dora the Explorer, which I think a lot of people probably watched. Really
Oh,
popular. I never really watched it that much.
that
I
was
think I was older by the time it was popular.
yeah, I was definitely way older by the time Dora came out.
I remember watching it and being so frustrated because she would do that thing where it's like trying to interact with the audience. But I think because I was like an older kid by then, so I was
Uh,
just like, this is so annoying. It's so stupid. She's like, where are the apples? I'm like, it's right there, you fucking blind. It's so annoying. And I just switched
okay,
like the channel to
sounds
something else.
sounds like you were definitely older by then. I mean, come on, you gotta cut her some slack. She's exploring.
I was at that. I was starting to get to the edgy age where I was just like, nah, this kid shit is so stupid. I'm gonna watch my animes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I yeah. Those were kind of the PBS shows. There were some other shows I watched as a young kid that weren't really in the educational category, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Uh but there was like let's see. I watched a lot of like superhero stuff. So I watched like Batman,
Yeah. We're
Captain
moving to
Planet.
cartoon. Moving on over Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Advance.
Well, a lot of it wasn't even on I don't think Cartoon Network was really that huge yet. But a lot of it was just on like network television. So
Okay.
like Batman, Captain Planet.
Wow. Yeah, I forgot the whole superhero cartoons were also a whole other category.
Yeah, He-Man, Masters of the Universe.
Oh yeah, I never watched that, but make references and stuff.
Yeah, Thundercats. Uh, I watched Johnny Quest. This is like I'm starting to get into like kind of like 9, 10, that kind of age range. 11.
Heard of Johnny? Wait, did Johnny Quest have like a catchy theme song? Well, I
Oh,
guess they all
oh,
have catchy theme songs.
oh yeah, oh yeah, it was catchy. Sometimes it just randomly pops into my head, even today.
Oh, interesting. I think Johnny Quest is a little bit more. I think even some people my age probably may have seen it.
It was like a time traveling sort of adventure sort of show, kind of
Hmm.
Indiana Jones esque. It was very interesting.
Hmm.
Um, oh, something I was gonna bring up, which I feel like this was more popular when I was a kid than when you were a kid, was the whole like real I don't even know what it's called. Like, is it considered puppets? Like the real sort of like it's not animatronics. What is the word I'm looking for?
Animatronics, Five Nights at Freddy's.
No,
Ah,
no, not. But like the genre always freaked me out. So like Never Ending Story. Did you ever watch that?
no,
Um,
I'm gonna have to look up some of these things.
Never Ending Story is a movie, but Never Ending Story like freaked the shit out of me when I was a kid. Like
It sounds like it would be scary,
it,
just like
it's
it could be ominous. Never-ending story.
it's supposed to be like a fantasy adventure film for kids. But like if you just Google Never Ending Story and look at the
Oh,
freaking creature and
oh yeah, I know this.
Never Ending
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Story.
This is definitely. Yeah, I remember this.
What are these called? Like are these still puppets or they're
Um, Kinda. They're just like larger scale, more advanced. Because it's definitely practical, right?
yeah, or is it just like practical set pieces or whatever? I don't know.
They're still called puppets. Wait, was this ever remade?
Maybe I have no idea.
Anyway.
But well, my point is that kind of style. This is a movie, and we're talking about shows, but that kind of style freaked the shit out of me because there was a show called Dinosaurs, which I don't know if you know about.
No.
Which
Land Before Time.
no, no, oh shit, that's a movie, not a
Yeah, I
show.
know.
But yeah, that Land Before Time was great. Uh, look up like I don't know. Are you on your
I'm on my phone.
Googles or on your phone?
Yeah.
Look up dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, just like
Yeah, yeah.
TV show.
TV show like 90s TV show dinosaurs and look at like the freaky look they have.
Oh yeah, that. Oh, I do remember a little bit of this. I may have seen like one episode or something.
So
Dude, the baby looks freaky. What the fuck?
yeah, so there was like a whole era in the 90s where they made kids shows and movies like with this type of
Oh yeah, you're right.
thing and it always scared the fuck out of me. I was like it was so uncanny to me as a kid and it just felt like nightmare fuel.
Yeah, yeah. That's. It's interesting. I feel like this. I don't know what to say. How would aesthetic or material or technique or whatever is
I don't
because
know.
I think this was used in like all over the place, right? It was used in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Also, this looks like it could be in Star Wars.
Yeah, which like I know when people talk about Star Wars, they say practical effects. But I don't know if that's the terminology for this. Um, but if anyone
Full
knows
prosthetic theme.
that, yeah, if anyone knows what we're talking about, please let us know. But that whole genre of that style is like, I hated that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's a little weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's really good for horror movies.
I know, right? I mean, I feel like that's almost like we joked about it, but it links to the whole animatronics and Five Nights at Freddy's thing.
Yeah.
Um. Anyways, yeah. I was talking about superhero stuff. I watch a lot of superhero stuff. Adventure, animated stuff. I don't know. For you, as you transitioned out of the toddler kid shows, what did you kind of start watching more of? I know you said like Ed and Eddie and Dexter's Lab and whatever.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was like Cartoon Network. I guess for me, I distinctly remember my shows uh much more so like associated with the networks specifically.
Okay.
Um yeah. Also, I was just watching a lot of stuff that you watched, I think. I pretty much was, I just watched whatever was on TV, whether it was you were watching it or mom and dad was watching it. Um that's
Makes
why I
sense.
was watching like stuff like DBZ, like pretty much all the stuff on Toonami.
Nice.
Yeah, from pretty young age, because it was just I saw it on TV. I was like, "Oh, this looks cool. I'm gonna watch it."
Yeah.
So yeah, so all that stuff I was watching like at the same time. Oh man, I really did watch a lot of stuff on Cartoon Network. Earlier days would be like, oh, I always forget Powerpuff Girls or Powder or Powder, Powerpuff Girls,
Powerpuff, right?
probably.
Powder
Oh,
Puff sounds weird.
yeah, yes, Powerpuff Girls was a
Yeah.
big thing.
I remember you watched that a lot.
God, you know what's funny? Okay, so I had a phase, or maybe I never grew out of it. Who knows? Anyways, edgy kid, right? And then also
Uh-huh.
I was very, very, very tomboy, very, very adamant against anything girly.
Uh-huh.
So like Powerpuff Girls was like kind of mixed for me because it was action, but also it was still really girly. But it was action,
But
so
well, they were kick-ass girls though.
yeah. So I was really like, I don't know. It was one of those things. Again, it was one of those shows where I watched, but I would never like talk about it.
Was your favorite character the green one?
I don't remember actually. I
Oh.
I might have liked the red one because I just liked the color red.
Oh. I thought
Uh,
because you were like kind of a tomboy, I thought maybe you would like the green one.
yeah, I know, right? Um, but yeah, I don't know. I definitely would gravitate towards anything that's actiony. I guess I've always been like that. Even now, I definitely prefer watching stuff that's got more like action.
So,
Um, eh?
well, I was gonna say quick quiz on Powerpuff Girls. Do you remember their names?
Yeah,
What are they?
Bu- Bubbles, Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Blossom's a red one, I think. I'm pretty sure it's
Wow.
Blossom. I'm pretty sure it's Blossom. I know for sure Bubbles is
Yes.
the blue one, Buttercup is the green one.
Yes.
Wait, yes, you know?
No, well, I'm looking at my phone right now.
Oh,
No, there's no way I would.
I
There's
was like,
no
what
way
the
I
fuck?
would. There's no way I would have known that without looking it up.
It's so funny. But yeah, I watched so many shows, but the fact that I remember some of these, yeah, it shows that I definitely watched them a lot.
Okay.
I think Powerpuff Girls was considered one of the older ones on Cartoon Network. But yeah, like Dexter's Lab,
Mm.
Cold Lyoko, which I think is a little bit later. Also,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very like anime like, but I love Cold Lyoko. I still want to watch it now. I never finished it. That was
I,
one of the ones that I watched later, I think.
I know you were really into that.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, secretly watching Identity because I didn't want to admit that I watched simple humor stuff. It's so funny because a lot of people watch Nickelodeon, right?
Uh,
I did not watch any Nickelodeon at all ever. I don't think.
yeah, that was something I wanted to bring up. Was like, I wasn't a Nickelodeon kid, and I think by extension neither were you.
Yeah, yeah,
um,
and also for me growing up, like SpongeBob was a huge thing,
yeah.
huge, huge thing.
So you know what's interesting? Like looking back at these shows, the fact that you bring up SpongeBob is what's making me think of this. But like the memes that came out of kid shows later on,
It's so interesting.
and like SpongeBob is memed so much, but I never watched SpongeBob. So I feel like
Yeah,
I know more about SpongeBob purely just from memes than anything else.
yeah, same. It's really funny. But yeah, SpongeBob again. I was one. It was my reasoning was being an edgy kid and being like, I only watch action stuff. SpongeBob, this is so stupid. I don't watch this shit.
there was SpongeBob. I think SpongeBob for you, and then for me it was more Rugrats. Like I
Oh
didn't,
yeah, yeah.
I didn't watch Rugrats, but a lot of people my age were watching Rugrats.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. There was like a whole bunch of random stuff, and then at
Oh my God.
some point, I went down the rabbit hole of anime.
Oh yeah, that's a whole. Oh my God, even that's insane because I watched because we started watching anime around the same time
Yeah,
or roughly. Yeah,
which is
yeah,
much younger for you in your life than
yeah.
than me.
Which which makes me realize I did watch a crap ton of TV already before even getting to anime.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I know I did. I don't know about you, but
Oh,
I
that's so
am
funny. Yeah. All the superhero stuff. I definitely watched some also. I guess I watched later stuff like Batman Beyond.
Batman.
Um,
Yeah, I was a little older for Batman Beyond.
yeah. I
Um,
watched Teen Titans.
I was also a little older for that.
Teen Titans is really good.
It's good though, yeah.
They did a good job of like I should look up who the animators are because it feels so anime, but then also still very Western enough that people aren't put off by the culture difference or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, what else? You know what's funny? Okay, so Young Justice is newer.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I've watched I don't know, maybe I watched Justice League, I
There's
guess.
Justice League.
No, Justice League is older, right?
Yeah.
I guess maybe I watched Justice League. I don't know.
I mean, Justice League was on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, so maybe I watched that. Um, yeah, I guess I'm just like going through all the shows that I watched. There are so many.
I mean, yeah, so for superhero stuff, I watched X-Men, the older X-Men.
Oh, I only watched a little
Uh,
bit of it.
the the theme song for the X-Men cartoon is like forever in my brain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, we should look up the childhood shows and theme songs later.
Yeah. Spider-Man,
Man, I didn't get to watch Spider-Man
the
very much.
Spider-Man
Also,
cartoon.
I heard it's good.
Uh, what else?
Did you watch Static Shock?
Only a little bit. That was. I think I
I
was
think
like,
that was newer. You were older by
I
then,
was
huh?
a little bit like Static Shock is around the Batman Beyond
Oh
time, I
yeah, yeah,
think.
yeah. I remember
Um,
watching it. It was pretty good.
I mean, I would watch it if I like ran into it flipping through the channels, but I didn't
Hmm.
follow it really closely.
It is interesting how flipping through channels, you just end up watching so many random things.
Oh yeah. I watch so many, I mean, this is not related to shows, but like in terms of movies, I watch so many like parts of movies from like
Oh, yeah,
flipping
same.
through channels. I'd be like, I've watched the end to this movie like 20 times, but I've never seen the beginning.
Yes, that was a lot of movies for me also growing up.
Yeah.
Oh my
These are
God.
all things that I feel like young kids now don't understand because everything's just on demand streaming.
Yeah, it's so different. Did you ever watch Disney Channel?
Oh yeah, I did. I not as much. So I think Disney Channel was a bigger part of your childhood for you than me.
Yeah, it was my impression of it. I think I was definitely older by then.
For Disney Channel?
Yeah, well, by the time, I mean, it was around, but by the time that was a little bit older in my childhood, I think.
Oh,
I was, well, actually, I don't remember. I don't
I
think I
I
was that little
I
when I
feel
was
like
watching it.
I wasn't that old, so I feel like you would have been young.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't remember. It's a blur because I,
So what do you?
so I always
Yeah.
watch so I would watch PBS, Cartoon Network, Toonami,
Uh,
right, Disney Channel. I
yeah.
mean, even Adult Swim sometimes.
Yeah.
Mostly for the anime. But yeah, so like as I grew older, right, PBS definitely got phased out. Um, and then I guess even when I was getting older, I was just flipping through like Cartoon Network and Disney Channel because Cartoon Network and Toonami were just like one after the other.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all a blur. I can't remember exactly how old I was, but I was probably watching those channels for a while, even as the shows changed.
I didn't watch. I'm trying to remember the shows on Disney Channel. I feel like I didn't really watch them that much.
I guess I watched a lot because I can list off some, which is funny because a lot of times I would never admit that I was that into the shows. It was just on and it was something to watch.
What'd you watch on Disney Channel?
Well, okay, so let's see if I can list them off relatively
Yeah.
in chronological order. That's So Raven.
Okay.
You remember do you remember the Cheetah Girls?
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Wait, that was a show? I thought it was a movie.
it was a movie, but some of the stars were in other Disney shows, I think.
Oh, you know what's so funny about the actress for That's So Raven?
Mhm.
I just always associate her as the little girl in the Cosby Show.
Oh,
So like that, because I also watched a lot of sitcoms actually. Now that we're talking about shows, so I watched like a lot of '90s sitcoms and older sitcoms.
oh shit, yeah. I remember watching some of it.
Yeah,
With
like
the
Full House, Family Matters, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Oh man, there's
um,
so many shows.
Step by Step, Growing Pains, Home
God damn.
Improvement,
Oh yeah, Home Improvement. I watched that too.
Boy Meets World,
Oh, I remember that too. Damn.
I watched Saved by the Bell a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, these are all like there's so many shows. Man, I don't even know how I watch so much stuff.
yeah, same. Um. Anyways, the
Yeah, anyways.
Disney Channel shows.
Yeah.
That's So Raven. I watched Hannah Montana.
Oh,
I
see, I
never
never.
admitted that I would watch it, but yeah, I would watch it just because it was something to watch.
Hmm.
Um, what Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh, I remember seeing
Um,
you watching that.
you know what's insane is like they really grew up through the show. Yeah,
Wasn't that true for a lot of Disney stars?
I know, but for some reason, I felt like it was really prominent with Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Probably because that show went on for so many seasons for so many years.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's one. What else is there? Heck, I'm blanking out. Oh, Kim Possible.
I don't know. Oh,
Oh my god, Kim Possible's opening theme is so iconic.
oh yeah,
There's that little ringtone, and then the song
yeah.
kicks off.
I remember you watching that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what
Um.
show I suddenly thought of from Disney Channel?
mm.
Even Stevens.
Oh yeah, watch that too. Yeah, that's one of the older ones too. Yeah.
That's where
Oh
Shia
wow.
LaBeouf came from.
Yeah. It's hilarious when I see Shia LaBeouf and other stuff, and I just always remember even Steven.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm having like maximum nostalgia right now.
Same. I'm just like I'm like galaxy brain,
God,
but like nostalgia.
nostalgia brain. What does
I
that
feel
mean? Does that just mean your brain is shrinking? Because it's going back in time?
no, you're just you're grasping for these. You're dusting off old memories.
Dusty brain?
Dust.
Oh my gosh.
I was just saying I could list off a lot of Disney shows, but now that I think about it, I didn't list off that many, did I? Huh.
I don't know. You listed a few.
There's what was that one? I think this one was on Disney Channel. It was about twin girls that were separated at birth and reunited, I think.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh.
Tia and Tamara, I think?
I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
Tia and Tamara,
Was
right?
that a Disney? Was
I
that a
don't know if it
Disney
was.
show?
I swear to God it was on Disney Channel. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Wait, what is it actually called? Isn't that just a character's name? But what is the show called?
I think that's what it's called.
Really?
Oh,
Well,
I'm looking it up. We're both looking it up.
look it up.
Yeah.
That's the name of the show. Just Tia and
Yeah.
Tamara.
Yeah. But I forget what this was on. I
Was
could have
it?
sworn I had seen it on.
I don't feel like this was.
Maybe it's not Disney. I don't know. All right, maybe it's not Disney. Because I feel like there were some stuff in there that didn't really
Wait,
feel
that's
like
not
it
the
was
name of the show.
Disney.
The show is called Sister Sister.
Oh shit! Really? Oh my
Yeah.
bad. Oh, What the hell? Okay. Was I thinking of a completely different show?
Uh,
Hold on. Or is that
no,
just
that's the
okay?
name of the
Oh, it's just
characters.
the name of the characters. Okay,
But
okay.
the show is called Sister Sister, and I don't think this was on Disney. It might have been rerun on Disney or something.
Probably. I guess yeah, it did feel kind of different from the other like Disney Channel
This is
kind of
another
shows.
one of those sitcoms, one of the many, many sitcoms that I watched in the 90s slash early 2000s.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's so many shows.
Yeah, I kind of miss sitcoms.
What other shows were there?
Like, they're really cheesy and all, but I don't know, they feel good, and I don't, they make me smile.
Yeah. Simple shows. Also, so that's suddenly remembered. Courage the Cowardly Dog. I always wanted to watch
Oh,
that as an adult.
yo, that show. I mean, I kind of watched that show as a teenager for me.
That show is so fucked up,
Yeah.
but also so fascinating
So,
to
you know,
me.
like, I would watch it as a teenager, and I would, the whole time, I'd just be like, this is cool and fascinating, but, like, I don't feel like little kids should be watching this.
Interesting is like I feel like a lot of cartoons, or at least I think so. There's definitely a couple of cartoons where there was often at least one episode that was kind of weird or trippy. I'm pretty sure Dexter's Lab definitely had one or two like really weird trippy episodes.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Dexter's,
Courage the Cowardly Dog was just entirely trippy.
yeah, totally.
God, I've always wanted to like actually watch that now. Yeah.
Um,
I suddenly remember. I don't know why I'm suddenly remembering this. Samurai Jack. Did you ever watch that?
you know what's weird? I never really got into Samurai Jack. And I know
I
it's got a
I feel
big
like
following.
yeah. I don't think I was really that into it before, but I think I would watch it now because it's actually really like I don't know how to describe it other than aesthetic.
Hmm.
And I heard there was supposed to be another season like more recently in the past few
Yeah.
years. I don't remember, but
Yeah, they added like a new season.
I'm very curious about it. I would like to see it.
Yeah, I might actually like go back and watch it because I've like seen some like interviews about the animation style of it and stuff,
Hmm.
and it's really fascinating actually. So I feel like I might appreciate it more now,
Yeah.
even though it's like weird. It's like made for it's quote unquote a kid show, but I'm like,
Supposedly, but you know, some of these kid shows are like trippy or really deep, or you know, there's more to it than you realize.
yeah, hmm. I mean, there's the whole. I feel like Toonami really brought like anime to me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Are we shifting over to anime?
yeah, I mean, I'm hesitant to bring it up just because of how
We could,
big of a topic anime itself is.
yeah, we could just do a whole freaking podcast on that,
We might have to
honestly.
do.
We could do 5 podcasts on anime.
We might have to spawn a new podcast just for anime.
Yeah.
um,
But just, you know, just Toonami in general,
yeah,
um, bringing those shows over was really, really cool.
yeah. I mean, like I
I,
you notice I'm a huge DBZ fan to this
uh-huh.
day,
Yeah.
and Toonami is what exposed me to DBZ.
And you know, it's so okay. I don't know if you were like this, but maybe because I was so young, I was just like, yeah, watch whatever cool shows on TV. I didn't know what anime really was
Yeah.
until we were actually like looking up anime.
You know, the first time, yeah, I think I'm the same. So I watched all these shows without thinking like it was a category, but I mean, like I would know that they look different, like their animation style is different and everything, but I didn't think of it as
Yeah.
like anime, the category.
Yeah,
That,
I knew it was different. I didn't know it was like, you know, originally Japanese
yeah,
and
I
all that.
didn't think of anime as a category until Naruto came out.
Yeah. I am very fond of how we discovered Naruto.
How did we? Well,
Wow, you forget?
wait. I discovered it slightly different than you, though.
Really?
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about when we were in Japan, right?
Oh, did you already hear of it
I
before
already
that?
I already heard of it before that because I had a friend who was like telling me he was like, "There's this cartoon about this ninja dude," and I'm like, he like showed me a clip at his house, uh, and I was just like, "This is weird," because because I think he showed me one of the clips of like Naruto being like try to like use the sexy jutsu thing or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
I mean, just like the first episode. That's like one of the first
yeah,
things you see.
yeah. Well, but he showed me that like out of context, so
Uh,
I was like, what are you watching?
and it's fucking hilarious because in contrast, the very first anime or the very first, I guess your second scene or the very first scene I saw of Naruto in Japan was Itachi versus Kakashi, like a really epic
Oh
fight.
yeah. So I do remember that. So here's what's interesting is for me, my friend tried to like show me that thing. He's like, I'm watching this Japanese show. It's called Naruto and blah blah blah. He shows me that weird scene out of context, and I'm just like, huh? And then I don't really think anything of it until we go to Japan and we're in a hotel and we're just flipping on the TV because we're bored, and there's an episode of Naruto going on, and it's the scene you're talking about, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's an epic scene,
So we
and so
both,
it's like,
yeah,
whoa, what? This is cool.
we both saw that. We were like, what the heck is this? So
So funny. That was my first impression of Naruto, not Naruto himself.
yeah, and then I think at some point I made the connection that that was the same show that my friend was trying to show me, and then I started watching it when we came back to the U.S.
Yeah, and then that's when our whole anime
And
journey started.
that opened. I mean, I had already been watching anime, but I wasn't aware of it before. But that kind of like opened the door to like I was like, oh, so this is anime.
Well, were you watching anime? You mean a sense of Toonami or like?
Yeah, I was watching it on Toonami,
Oh,
but Toonami
yeah,
actually
yeah,
had a
yeah.
good amount of anime.
Yeah, it did.
Like
Oh my god,
it had like
the
Sailor,
Dragon Ball Z, Rurouni Kenshin, yeah,
yeah, Sailor
Sailor Moon, Yu
Moon.
Yu Hakusho, Gundam, all of these amazing animes.
Yeah, like I was watching all of that before I knew what anime was.
Yeah, same.
And like okay, I'll say this. Growing up, I already knew like Japan had cartoons and stuff, right? Because to throw it back to what we were saying about toddler shows and kids shows
Oh,
earlier,
yeah,
I watched Doraemon
yeah,
when
same.
I was a little kid.
Oh, but
Um,
you know what's funny though is like I think I watched Chinese dub or something.
yeah, I did too.
So,
They had like
so I was really
Mandarin
little.
dubs.
Yeah, I was really little, so I still didn't make the
You know,
connection.
I well, so I knew it was. I don't know why I knew it was Japanese. I knew it was Japanese somehow, but I was still like tripped out when like I heard Doraemon speaking like Japanese, and I was like, what? You're supposed to speak Chinese.
He's Japanese. I
He's
thought he was
Japanese.
Chinese.
Yeah, I thought he was Chinese. Um,
Oh my god.
so like I was exposed to like Japanese cartoons really early, so I was aware of like Japan having its own cartoons and shows and everything.
Yeah,
So
same. Like I had like Hello Kitty stuff, so yeah, I was kind of aware of like all that stuff too.
yeah, right. Hello Kitty. Well, Hello Kitty is more of a
Well,
brand.
yeah, a franchise, but they had like they made their own like shows and stuff too.
Yeah, that's true. But I really like Doraemon. Is there a wait? Does he have like a English name, or did they just call him Doraemon?
I have no idea.
For people that don't know, it's basically this like weird little blue cat dude who can pull stuff out of his belly.
He's got a magical pocket. It's got
Yeah,
like a magical pouch.
he's like there's like a main character. His best friend's this like little cat guy, and like he tries to solve his problems by like
Like cat guy on the internet. It's just gonna sound completely different in people's heads.
yeah, just look up Doraemon. Like it's hard for me to
Wait,
describe.
was Doraemon a cat? I don't remember cat ears.
He's a cat. He's got whiskers.
Okay, but he don't. What the fuck?
He's a
I
cat.
guess
He had
I
a
don't know what the fuck he was.
he had a. I'm pretty sure he was a cat. He had a sister too, and
What?
I think she had ears.
Wait, hold up. Doraemon has a sister?
Yes,
What?
Come on, you don't know the Doraemon extended universe?
Um,
I'm pretty
he
sure,
doesn't have cat ears. He just has whiskers. I'm just like, what the fuck are you?
but he's
Oh, he's
wearing okay.
a male robotic cat,
Yeah,
according.
see, Wikipedia says he's a male robotic cat that travels back in time from from 22nd century. Oh, you know what's funny?
To the
I
future.
I think there's a movie that that's like a prequel of showing him like escaping from the future. It gets like really intense, which is weird, really weird for a kids thing.
Oh, you know what? This is also a very interesting thing. Um, Kid shows in America are very, or at least what is defined as for kids, is so different.
Yeah,
I've right, at least with like some anime like this, like Doraemon and stuff.
yeah,
Um, some of it goes in like pretty deep, whereas a lot of kid shows are pretty surface level in
right.
American like kid shows.
Yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, there were oh man, there's so many animes.
Oh God, at that I don't know. Should we just consider saving that for another podcast?
I feel like we should because I feel like there's so much to go over on anime.
This podcast is gonna be 5 hours if we start talking about anime.
Yeah, like just anime alone, I feel like I could talk about it for multiple episodes.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but I do want to mention it because on
Because
the
it is part of our childhood.
yeah, it was a show that we watched as kids.
Yeah.
So there was like yeah, there was all that Disney Channel man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have favorites? The most standout children TV shows in your mind?
Favorites. Oh man, that's so hard to pick. I mean, I know DBZ. DBZ is probably my one of my favorites of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, like Power Rangers just at the time was so like big to me. I was so hooked on it as like a
Yeah.
5-year-old. But like going back and watching it, I think Twitch had like a Power Rangers marathon or something.
Oh wow. Okay.
That was going yeah, and I remember I watched it and I was like, oh man, this is so cringy. I'm like, I don't know how I watched this as a kid.
I do know that like there's I think particularly the older ones, right?
Yeah.
The older, yeah, Power Rangers more cheesy.
Yeah, it was super. It's not just cheesy, it's like cringe and cheese and just everything. It was like, oh my gosh.
That's why like I'm so amazed at when I see like current Power Rangers. It
Yeah.
is really like, or at least a small amount I've seen. It seems like it's I don't know, kept up, I guess, with time, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it, but yeah. It's funny.
It's evolved.
I do kind of want to get into Power Rangers. Honestly, partially because I'm a Devil May Cry fan,
Okay.
and the main cast of Devil May Cry were in Power Rangers or did stunts for Power Rangers. So it's like a meme,
Oh,
like they're all Power Rangers.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
Huh.
because they do the motion capture for in the video games.
Yeah.
Also.
I like how in the beginning Power Rangers like that wasn't even like the people actually a lot of those fights it wasn't actually them.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like they hired a stunt double or anything. They were literally like clips of existing stuff from Japan that they just took. So
Oh my god.
that's interesting, but because the whole genre actually was already going on for several years in Japan prior to Power Rangers.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, I guess other favorite. I really like Justice League just because all the superheroes teaming up together was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's so hard to pick. What about you?
Same. Oh my goodness. Especially because like different shows just feel different at different parts of your life.
Yeah.
Um. Hmm. in terms of like really, really little, for some reason Dragon Tales sticks out a lot, especially since that was like one of the last like as I was transitioning out of PBS Kids, that was like the last show that I kept watching.
Okay.
Cartoon Network. Gosh, God, it's so hard to decide.
So hard.
I mean, I like Code Lyoko, but I feel like I was a little bit older. And I was already like getting into anime when became attached to it. Dragon Ball Z is still like definitely really big just because I watch it with you all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that big impression.
I've watched DBZ so many times, I can play back scenes in my head like
I think I can too.
perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Dragon Ball Z, Powerpuff Girls, I guess, Sailor Moon. Actually, I didn't watch them that much, not enough to remember it that well.
Oh, that's interesting.
I feel like, as we were talking about this, I feel like I'm missing out on some key shows in Cartoon Network.
I'm sure there's something. I feel like there's stuff I'm missing.
Like, for some reason, I keep thinking back to stuff like Dexter's Lab. I'm like, but there must be something I watched that I lash onto even more than that.
There's got to be something I'm missing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I think Teen Titans was pretty big for me, more than I realized. Because later on, when I was older, I went back and looked for it and watched all of the seasons, the whole entire show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really good.
Nice.
I listed out a bunch of things. Wow, okay, but those are the big ones, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I did the same. It's really hard to choose. And I feel bad if I forgot a show, like I snubbed a show or something. But,
and I guess halfway through my childhood, for me, right, halfway through my childhood, I started to watch anime, so
yeah,
that's like another half of it.
Yeah, we'll save that for another time. The anime.
God, yeah,
we can
just reminiscing about the first couple animes I ever watched. That in itself.
We can take a deep dive into anime another time. Oh, will be exciting. But yeah, this was a great walk down memory lane. Like I said in the beginning, the nostalgia is maximum right now. I just want to sit here for the next 2 hours looking up like old stuff.
I think I will actually do that. I'm gonna I'm just gonna look up like Cartoon Network shows that were aired during like I don't know what these years and see what I missed.
I know, right? Yeah. For anyone who's listening, I will love to know, what shows did you watch? Is there any shows that we left out and you're like, how dare you not mention this show? Please let us know.
Shows. Yeah. Also, like, I don't know about you, but I also have like, sometimes I'll just remember a very specific scene or very specific episode for some reason from a show.
Yeah.
So like, also, if anyone out there has got like some random ass specific scene that they remember for no reason, also put in the comments. I would love to see that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe it's maybe it'll become a meme, because apparently a lot of old shows just turn into memes now. But yeah, I enjoyed this conversation thoroughly.
Nice.
Nice.
The memories.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening and watching. Like we said, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And you can follow us on social media, various platforms. Check it out in the description. Lunmie, anything to add?
Hit the like button and the subscribe button. All the buttons.
If you like kids shows, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Or no, we're not being violent anymore. No more of that.
I mean, we can.
Well, no, this is about kid stuff. Don't turn it violent.
Watch violent kid stuff, okay? Freaking Kamehameha, the fucking subscribe button.
That's true. Tom and Jerry was pretty darn violent. All right. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next Friday in the next episode. Bye.